Survival instinct versus ancient art. Two worlds, two philosophies, each with its own unique approach to combat and self-defense. Out in the wild, there's no time for fancy moves. When danger lurks around every corner, you need to rely on your instincts. You need raw instinct, pure aggression, the will to survive. That's Krav Maga. It's a system designed for real-world situations where hesitation can mean the difference between life and death. Born on the streets, forged in conflict. Krav Maga is not about honor or tradition, it's about survival. It's about using whatever means necessary to neutralize a threat. It's about ending fights fast by any means necessary. No rules, just survival. Whether it's disarming an attacker or delivering a decisive blow, Krav Maga is relentless and efficient. Karate, on the other hand, is a different beast. It's an ancient art form steeped in tradition and discipline. Steeped in tradition, centuries of discipline. Karate is not just about fighting, it's a way of life. It's about respect, honor, and the pursuit of perfection. It's about mastering your body, your mind. Through rigorous training and meditation, karate practitioners seek to achieve a state of harmony and balance. Precision strikes, powerful blocks, an elegant dance of attack and defense. Every movement in karate is calculated. Every strike is delivered with purpose and control. Both are martial arts, but their paths diverge. One is born from the need to survive in the harshest conditions, the other from a quest for self-improvement and mastery. One born from necessity, the other from tradition. Krav Maga is about immediate practical self-defense, while karate is about long-term personal growth and discipline. One focused on ending a fight, the other on mastering oneself. In Krav Maga, the goal is to incapacitate the opponent as quickly as possible. In karate, the focus is on perfecting techniques and achieving inner peace. In the wild, both skills have their place. Whether you're facing a sudden threat or seeking to improve yourself, both Krav Maga and karate offer valuable lessons, but only one prepares you for the brutal reality of a life-or-death struggle. Krav Maga's emphasis on real-world application makes it uniquely suited for those who need to defend themselves in unpredictable and dangerous situations.
No rules in the jungle. Krav Maga's brutality. In the wild, you fight dirty, you use your environment, you exploit weaknesses. Krav Maga gets that. It's a system born out of necessity, designed for real-world situations where there are no rules, no referees, and no second chances. It's not about fighting fair, it's about surviving. In a life-or-death situation, the only thing that matters is coming out alive. Eye gouges, groin strikes, biting, whatever it takes. These techniques may seem brutal, but they are effective. They target the most vulnerable parts of the human body, ensuring that you can incapacitate your attacker quickly. Krav Maga teaches you to neutralize the threat quickly and brutally. The goal is to end the confrontation as fast as possible, minimizing the risk to yourself. There's no room for hesitation in a real fight. Every second counts, and a moment's delay can be the difference between life and death. You train with realistic scenarios. This isn't about choreographed moves or flashy techniques. It's about preparing for the chaos of a real attack. Attacks from behind, multiple attackers, weapons involved. Krav Maga prepares you for the worst-case scenarios, ensuring that you have the skills to handle any situation. You learn to disarm, to improvise, to turn everyday objects into weapons. A pen, a belt, a chair, anything can be used to defend yourself if you know how. It's not pretty, but it's effective. The techniques may be simple, but they are designed to work under pressure, in the heat of the moment. Krav Maga gives you the tools to survive a bad situation. It's about empowerment, giving you the confidence to face threats head-on, to walk away when the odds are stacked against you. Because in the end, survival is the ultimate victory.
The art of war. Karate's discipline and power. Karate is a different kind of beast. It's about discipline, respect, self-control. Years of practice go into perfecting each technique, each block, each strike. It's about understanding your body, your limits, and pushing past them. The power of a karateka's punch comes from years of training, from harnessing their entire body's strength. But karate is more than just brute force. It's about strategy, timing, outsmarting your opponent. It's about reading their movements, anticipating their attacks, and countering with lightning speed.
Street Fight Showdown, round-by-round breakdown. Let's imagine a fight. Picture this, an urban setting, the kind of place where anything can happen. The air is thick with tension as two fighters step into the makeshift ring. The crowd gathers, eager to witness a clash of styles and philosophies. 3 rounds, no rules. This isn't a sanctioned match with referees and regulations. It's raw, unfiltered combat where anything goes. The stakes are high, and the fighters know that only one will walk away victorious. Our contenders, a seasoned Krav Maga practitioner and a disciplined karate master. Both have trained for years, honing their skills and perfecting their techniques. The Krav Maga fighter, with a background in military self-defense, is known for their brutal efficiency. The karate master, on the other hand, embodies the spirit of traditional martial arts, with a focus on discipline and precision. Round 1. The Krav Maga fighter comes out aggressive, looking for a quick finish. They waste no time, launching a barrage of attacks designed to overwhelm their opponent. The karateka, initially taken aback, tries to maintain their composure. They close the distance, using dirty tactics to disrupt the karateka's balance. The Krav Maga fighter employs techniques that are often considered unsportsmanlike in traditional martial arts. But in this no-rules environment, everything is fair game. A headbutt, a groin strike, anything to gain an advantage. The karateka, unaccustomed to such tactics, finds themselves on the defensive, struggling to keep up with the relentless assault. The Krav Maga fighter's strategy is clear: end the fight quickly and decisively. But the karateka, despite the initial shock, begins to adapt. They start to read their opponent's movements, looking for patterns and weaknesses. The karateka, caught off guard, struggles to adapt to the unorthodox attacks. But they are resilient, and their training has prepared them for adversity. They begin to find their footing, using their superior technique to counter the Krav Maga fighter's aggression. Round 2, the karateka regroups, using their distance control and powerful kicks to keep the Krav Maga fighter at bay. They understand that their best chance lies in maintaining distance and using their long-range attacks to wear down their opponent. They unleash a flurry of punches and blocks, showcasing the precision and power of their training. Each movement is calculated, each strike delivered with purpose. The Krav Maga fighter, now on the defensive, is forced to rethink their strategy. The Krav Maga fighter, forced to defend, looks for an opening. They know that they can't afford to let the karateka dictate the pace of the fight. They bide their time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Round 3. Both fighters are tired, bruised, but determined. The crowd watches in anticipation, knowing that this final round will determine the victor. The fighters, despite their exhaustion, dig deep, drawing on their last reserves of strength and willpower. The Krav Maga fighter sees an opening and goes for a takedown, using the environment to their advantage. They leverage their surroundings, using walls and obstacles to trap and corner the karateka. They manage to disarm the karateka, ending the fight with a decisive strike. The crowd erupts in applause, acknowledging the skill and tenacity of both fighters. In the end, it was a battle of not just physical prowess, but also mental fortitude and adaptability. This round-by-round breakdown highlights the unpredictable nature of street fights and the importance of being prepared for anything. Section 5, Under Pressure, Adaptability, and Real-World Application. This fight highlights the strengths and weaknesses of both arts. Krav Maga's brutality and adaptability give it an edge in a chaotic no-rules brawl. Karate's discipline and powerful techniques are undeniable, but can be less effective in a street fight. In a controlled environment with rules and regulations, karate shines. It's about precision, technique, and respect. But in the real world, when the stakes are high, Krav Maga's focus on survival gives it a distinct advantage.
Section 6. Krav Maga or Karate. Which one is right for you? So which one is right for you? It depends on your goals. Looking for self-defense, for the skills to survive a real-life attack? Krav Maga is your answer. Want to learn a traditional martial art to develop discipline, focus, and self-control? Karate is the path to choose. There's no right or wrong answer, only what's right for you. Both Krav Maga and Karate offer valuable skills, both physical and mental.
Section 7. Beyond the dojo, the importance of continuous training. But remember, learning a martial art is a journey, not a destination. It takes dedication, perseverance, and a willingness to push yourself beyond your limits. It's not just about learning to fight, it's about learning about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your ability to overcome adversity.
And it doesn't stop when you leave the dojo or the training hall. You need to constantly be honing your skills, practicing your techniques, staying sharp.
Section 8, respecting the roots, honoring the traditions. Whether you choose Krav Maga or Karate, remember to respect the roots of these martial arts. They both come from a long lineage of warriors and practitioners, each with their own unique history and philosophy. Learn about their origins, understand the principles behind the techniques, and appreciate the dedication and sacrifice that went into developing these arts.
Section 9. Your greatest weapon, confidence and awareness. But the most important lesson you can learn from any martial art is not about fighting, but about avoiding fights altogether. Your greatest weapon is not your fists or your feet, but your mind. Your awareness of your surroundings, your ability to de-escalate a situation, your confidence in your ability to defend yourself if necessary. Remember, the best fight is the one you never have to fight. Stay safe out there.